Are you moving to Phoenix, Arizona, more specifically Surprise, Arizona, with a budget under $600,000? Well, today I'm sharing my top 5 neighborhoods that you can purchase in for under $600,000 in Surprise, Arizona. Let's get to it. It can be really hard to try to identify where exactly to purchase, where you should maybe narrow in your focus, especially in the Phoenix metro area because Phoenix is huge. So today I'm just going to be talking about 5 different neighborhoods. I'm going to be driving around, showing and giving you information. That way, if you're looking to move into the Surprise area, maybe what I share with you today is going to help you narrow in your focus on some different areas for you to start searching when you're moving here to the Surprise area in Phoenix. So thank you so much for being here. My name is Brayden. I'm a real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. This is my YouTube channel where I teach you and show you all about real estate, lifestyle, what it's like living here in the Phoenix metro area, more specifically and most often the Northwest Valley. So that's going to be the North Phoenix, Peoria, Glendale, Surprise areas. And of course, I service, the Phoenix area in general, but my specialty is in the Northwest Valley. And that's what I'm best going to be able to help and teach you because I live here, I work here most often, and it's what I know the best. And so what better to talk about and teach on what I know best. So let's get to it. We are starting with Marley Park. The first neighborhood that we're driving through is Marley Park, and I'm going to refer to Marley Park as New Marley Park and Old Marley Park. And all I mean by that is that Phase 2 of Marley Park is a new set of new construction. It's on the east side of Bullard, which is New Marley Park, and then Old Marley Park is the resale properties. And this part of the community has already been established. It's on the west side of Bullard, and this is off of Waddell Road in between Reams and Litchfield if you go the full length from east to west. Marley Park is a highly desired neighborhood in Surprise. And so if you're moving to Surprise, you're looking to find a home under $600,000, you have a good chance right now of still getting into Marley Park. Some of the larger homes are going to exceed the $600,000 price point, but there is still a good amount of the inventory that's in the market, both on the resale side and new construction, that you can get in under $600,000. Now, some of the amenities here in Marley Park are going to be the community itself. I think Marley Park seems to be an overall friendly community. It seems very neighborly. It's a reason why a lot of people stay there for a long time, especially as their families are growing. There is a school and community center, large park, green belts, and recreation area that is in the center of the community of Old Marley Park. And New Marley Park also has a community center, a really nice pool, and they've got some other amenities over there. And then the community has walking parks and trails within all of that. So it is a really, really nice community-centered neighborhood. And it's a pretty big neighborhood. It's, if you look on the map, it stretches a good amount of land across a good amount of land and area, being a couple of miles wide each way. And so I think that there's a good chance for you to find a part in Marley Park that you really love. They have some row home type homes, and then they have regular single family detached homes. So it just depends on what you're looking for. Now, with Marley Park, one of the things that you should consider is that with those amenities comes higher HOA fees. So some people love that and some people do not like that. I think it's going to be really hard to find a newer community that does not have HOA fees unless you are going with a custom build on your own land that's not a part of a subdivision. But again, the community and those facilities and recreational areas are a big reason why so many people are attracted to the Marley Park neighborhood and community itself. So if that's something that you're looking for, you want to be involved in your neighborhood, you want to make friends and be out and about, then that may be something that you don't consider as a hindrance to moving into Marley Park. Neighborhood number 2 is Rancho Gabriela. So if you go just south of Marley Park, it's off of Bullard and Cactus. And this is going to be another great option for you if you're looking under $600,000. You're going to have more options in Rancho Gabriela in this budget than you will Marley Park, as most of the homes right now are within the $400,000 to $600,000 range. There's a couple of really large properties that are getting close to that $600,000 threshold. So I think if you're looking for a larger home, maybe you need, 5 bedrooms and a den, or you need a good amount of square footage, I would say in excess of at least 2,500 square feet, you may run into in the near future, in the next couple months, that you start to price out of the $600,000 range in general. But I think right now you're getting a good bang for your buck as far as comparing Rancho Gabriela to Marley Park, which is just down 1 mile. I see a lot of families, people out walking their dogs, people out playing sports and football, doing t-ball in the green belts and the park areas in Rancho Gabriela. You see a lot of people out talking to their neighbors when you drive through there. So it seems, again, like a very community centered neighborhood. This is actually what I find with a lot of neighborhoods in Surprise in general. I've talked on other videos and with my clients a lot about how people in Phoenix tend to generally go inside, shut their doors, and not really talk to their neighbors a lot. But in Surprise, I don't see that as much. I see people actually out and about talking to neighbors. Now, during the summer months, that's probably very minimal because it's just so hot outside that you don't want to melt and feel like you are burning alive, right? So you're going to be staying inside, taking protection in the AC. But I think that you get quite a bit more community, and I see this a lot when I go and show and when I'm in the area of Rancho Gabriela. And I think you get a good price for your money, uh, or a good amount of house for your money in Rancho Gabriela as well. Again, just comparing to some of the nearby neighborhoods, it's a little bit more affordable price per square foot wise, so you can get more house for the same budget as compared to one of the neighborhoods around it. Their HOA fees are a little bit less because they don't have those community centers and larger recreational facilities as well. But they do have still the little parks and everything all over the neighborhood, which is really nice if you've got kids or dogs and you like to be out and about walking or biking. So I think that you will still find that that is a nice neighborhood and still brings you some of the lifestyle pieces that you may want when you're moving to Phoenix and Surprise area. My number 3 neighborhood for moving to Surprise, Arizona and buying a home under $600,000 is Surprise Farms. So if you take the Loop 303 and you get off at Bell or Greenway and you go just west to Cotton Lane, you are going to hit Surprise Farms. This is another larger subdivision, master planned community with smaller subdivisions within the overarching community. This is another community where I see a lot of people out and about with their kids, with their families, with their pets, their loved ones, walking, doing biking, playing at the parks and everything. And this is something that I personally like to see. It could just be the phase of life I'm in. I've got, 2 young boys, and I've got our 2 rescue dogs, and that's something that I like to see in a neighborhood personally. Just having that community, family friendly feel. If you are not looking for that, maybe this wouldn't be a good neighborhood for you, because I see this a lot in this area. My clients see it, and it's just something that I heavily notice when I'm showing my clients in this neighborhood. And I show in this neighborhood quite a bit. All of these neighborhoods I actually am talking about today, I show in and sell in quite a bit. So I see this a lot, and I've observed the lifestyle aspect. And so that's one of the things that I like. It seems to have a community and a lot of residents that are into the outdoor activities such as walking, biking, running, things like that. So There's a lot of parks within Surprise Farms. There's some schools. There's the high school is on the northwest portion of the neighborhood, and then it's really close to a big section of retail, dining, and shopping in Surprise. So there's a big area right off Loop 303 and Bell Road. And so if you want to be close to grocery shopping, there's a gym over there, there's restaurants and everything. This could be a really good spot for you, especially because there's so much development happening in Surprise, Arizona in general, that if you want to be close to the amenities that are already there, this is a really good spot for that, because some of the other areas, they are developing and attracting those amenities, but they're not quite there yet, or there's not as many. But there's a big area right off of the Loop 303 and Bell Road, which is at the beginning of Surprise Farms neighborhood. So you get a pretty good amount of house for your money in Surprise Farms. Again, there are some larger homes that are exceeding that $600,000 price point, but if you're looking generally for a 3 to 4 bedroom home and a smaller to average size property, uh, you're probably going to find what you're looking for in Surprise Farms as far as home price and size. Neighborhood number 4 is Desert Oasis. Now we are heading into far northwest Surprise. So this is off of 163rd Avenue in Jomax. I'll show the map here. There's a little like triangle area that's south of Jomax, and then north of Jomax, it's off of 171st Avenue. There's both resale and new construction homes. So some of these homes started out being built in 2006, and then of course, with the market crash, a lot of the building that was planned and going up out there stopped. And so we've seen in the last few years quite a bit of building. There's a ton of new communities coming to this area right now as well, some that are pre-selling and some that are selling or currently selling, and a couple of more that are in the works, getting permits and starting the groundbreaking work, everything over here. So this is going to be a good area for you, strictly for budget reasons. It's also a little bit quieter. This is still kind of out in the middle of the desert on the north and west sides. It's not as developed all the way around here. Now, if you're driving from Peoria or Glendale area, or even from East Surprise, you're going out west and you're going along Bell Road, or you're going up Grand, you're going to see how much development is going on out here. This area is going to be developed big time. There's just so much demand for people moving into Phoenix, moving into Surprise, and there's a lot of land out here. And so there's a lot of amenities that are going to be coming into this area. Right now, there are not as many amenities, but price-wise, you can get a great house for a lot less than you could if you went inward, even to Peoria or North Glendale, North Phoenix area, or even if you went into some of the areas in Goodfield and Litchfield Park. And so I will say keep that in mind. Right now, there's a huge Fry's being built, which is, if you're coming from another state, you're relocating here to Phoenix, that's going to be Kroger. If you are in other states, I believe, or Ralph's, I think is the same brand. But there's a huge, really nice Fry's coming in over off of 163rd. And one thing that we've seen is that in the Northwest Valley, as the population is growing and there's so much demand and new homes being built and people moving in, is that this population attracts more businesses and retail, shopping, dining, coffee shops, all the things that you could want from your community. So keep that in mind, that as you look at moving out here, that those things are being attracted into the area and they are coming. There's so much demand for them, and there's really a lot of pressure right now to bring those amenities into the area. There's a lot of parks, there's some schools out there, and there is a lot of walking trails and whatnot that are out there. And so if you're looking for a somewhat quieter neighborhood, but still get the parks, get the school, kind of get the desert, feeling, the desert vibes, if you'll say, then I think this could be a really good option for you. They do have some community amenities like the community pools and the parks, the dog parks. So I think that there's the neighborhood wise, there's some good amenities out there with affordable prices. It's just a matter of if you're willing to drive a little bit further to the restaurants, shopping, dining, and groceries, things like that right now. Last but not least is North Copper Canyon. So if you go southwest from Desert Oasis on the south side of Grand or the US 60, then you're going to hit North Copper Canyon off of Deer Valley Road. So this is going to be the best opportunity for new construction at the best price, meaning that this is one of the more affordable areas in Surprise that you can find and that you will go find moving forward if prices continue and appreciation continues in a positive trend for any length of time. So most of this is new construction or recent construction. I'm talking the last 2 to 3 years. And so there are some resale properties hitting the market because we do know that of course life happens, people have to move or they have to relocate for jobs and whatnot. There is a lot of people are liking this area because this is super quiet. There's not a lot on this side. Now, I will warn you, there is a landfill if you keep going south over there. And so for some people, that is an absolute no. They don't want to be anywhere close. And for some people, it's okay. It's not right up against the houses. I mean, some of them are closer than others, obviously, because there is a section that's closer to the 60, and then there's a section that's a little bit farther down Deer Valley. But you're getting new construction, you're getting a really good price, compared to a lot of the other homes and areas on the market. And you're getting that new home with brand new everything, not a lot of maintenance and lower utility bills. So that is the reason that a lot of people are liking that area. If you have a budget and you're more limited, then this is probably going to be the area that you're going to look. And we can represent you on new construction, and we know what the new construction communities are. And we're happy to go there, take you, or even do virtual showings and tours with you, represent you, make sure that you are understanding the process, especially if you're relocating here and you are not here physically in Phoenix. We like to go over and do the tours with you, make sure that we continue to show up at the property, get updates, and keep you informed the whole way, because if you're relocating and you're in another state or another city and you're not able to come all the time, we want to make sure that your build is going smoothly and you have somebody representing your interests. But they have a lot of little parks and recreation areas and trails that go through these North Copper Canyon neighborhoods, and they have a couple of pools and whatnot as well. So again, a lot of these neighborhoods in Surprise have those neighborhood community friendly amenities, which is why I recommend them so highly and why my clients love them. So this area, North Copper Canyon, I think there's going to be a lot of development happening over there. Some of the land, I believe, is state land, and of course, being by the landfill, there's certain things and restrictions, I think, to building and development in certain areas over there. But again, with how Surprise is expanding, there is so much land up there that I think that there's going to be a lot of development coming. This could be a good area for you to get into, build some good appreciation, equity, have your home value increase. And then if you want to move more inland, if you decide the amenities are not coming fast enough, I think this is going to be a good area for you to be able to sell and have a good home value in a couple years, 3 to 5 years, because of how many people are moving over there and how much building is going on right now.
I
really hope that this video was helpful, especially if you are really considering moving specifically to the Surprise, Arizona area. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get notified every single week when I release new videos. And if you are looking more into moving to the Phoenix area, I'm going to put 2 videos right here that are going to be really helpful for you as you research. So I will see you next week, and make sure if you haven't already, watch these 2 videos. They're going to be a good resource for you as you research your move to Surprise, Arizona.